Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. My name is Zibanaz. I'm back with a new topic of science, lesson number 5, natural resources. So, let us learn this chapter in detail. This is a short introduction what you need to learn in this chapter. Okay. Understand the need of natural resources. Know the types of natural resources, understand the significance of different resources, renewable and non-renewable resources, and realize the moderate use of natural resources and their conservation. You need to learn about this. Now, the topic name is natural resource. What do you mean by natural resource? The resources which occur naturally on earth. It is natural process. The resources are occurring naturally, such as water, minerals, plants and animals are called as natural resources. The resources are necessary for all living organisms including men. See, these resources are occurring naturally, so we are saying it as natural resource. It is occurring naturally on earth. Okay, our earth consists of essential resources which supports, that is life. It supports life. This is about your natural resource. Then we classify the natural resources into two: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Let us understand what is a renewable resource. Resources that are continuously available in spite of their uses is called as renewable. That is, we can renew. That is, we can make again and again. That is called as renewable resource. Renewable means what? We can renew as much as many times. Okay, this, for example, solar energy, air, water, soil, forest. These are examples for that of renewable resources. Now, what do you mean by non-renewable resources? Non-renewable resources means which cannot be renewed. We cannot make again and again. The resource that run out due to the continuous use are called as non-renewable resource. That is, we cannot make again and again. So it is, if we use continuously, this resource will get exhausted. That is, it will get finished up. Okay, after some time it will get finished up. So some of the non-renewable resources are coal, petrol, diesel. These are present on the earth crust, right? These are limited. If we use for if we use it, we need to it will get produced after thousands or millions of years. This diesel, petrol and coal, these are non-renewable, so we have to use them very less part. Okay, then I will explain you what are the examples for renewable resources and non-renewable resources. I will explain you in the another session. Okay, next session I'll explain you non-renewable resources. Now let us learn what are the what is renewable resource. Solar energy is one of the renewable resources. Energy produced by the sun. That is, solar energy is the energy obtained from the sun. Sun is the main source of heat and light of the earth, right? We get light from the sun. It is a main source of heat. Nowadays solar heaters, solar things are used. That is, we are using, that is solar energy, because it is renewable. That is, we can use it how much you want. We can renew. We get light and heat from the sun. We get light and heat. Plants prepare their food using, that is solar energy. This is one of the solar energy. Solar energy means energy from the sun. Now let's go for another renewable source of energy, that is soil. Soil, how soil is formed? You see, soil is a thin top layer of crust on earth, containing minerals and organic substances. What it contains? Some minerals and organic substances. Soil is formed by weathering of rocks, by flowing water, blowing wind and other organisms. Some organisms also form soil. And this soil is formed how? That is breaking of rocks by flowing water. When the water flows into the rocks, it breaks the rock and soil is formed. Then blowing wind takes off all the soil and dumps it into the another soil top layer and dump it into the another place, and soil is formed. Soil is the also a renewable source like water. We can use a renewable source. Soil is necessary for growing plants, right? We grow the plants in the soil. Plants get water and salt required to prepare their food from the soil. Plants from where does the plant gets water? From the soil. So soil is one of the renewable sources of energy, one of the renewable resource. This, see, another topic is soil erosion. Soil erosion means the soil gets washed away. Okay, upper layer of the soil, that is the soil, is getting washed away when the wind is storming, and when there is a water current from the rain top. Okay, when there is continuously formation of water onto the soil, or the wind is stormy means heavy wind is there, so soil washes away, and this is called as soil erosion. What it is called? Soil erosion. See, can you see this picture? There is no soil present, all the top layer is gone off. Okay, this is soil erosion. When the wind is storming, heavy wind is there, soil by the wind it goes off, and when the water is running onto the soil, the top layer is washed away, and this is called as soil erosion. In order to prevent the soil erosion, one farming is done, that is called as counter farming. Counter farming means farming according to the shape of land to prevent, that is, soil erosion. See how the shape of the land is. Does the soil grows here in the picture? See, does the soil remains in this? What we do some farming, like we are putting, that is, greenery onto the land like this, so that the soil gets sticked up onto the land and it does not run away when there is a water. This is used to prevent, that is, soil erosion. What it is called? Counter farming. Counter farming, where we can grow, that is, plants to prevent the soil. Now next, another renewable sources of energy source, another renewable source is forest. Right guys, you have seen forest many a times. In the forest, what all you get? See, forest is natural habitat of wild animals and birds. Forest lives, wild animals and birds are there. They provide necessary food to animals and many other useful materials to men. See, what are the things that forest gives? See, with the help of forest, if there are trees, you can make, that is, chair, benches and all. In this picture you are it is a wood dining table. You can make it, and you will get in rubber from the rubber plant, you can see here, and you will get some natural products such as amla, neem, tulsi, aloe vera in the forest. Then in the forest you will get honey, that is from the honey from the hive of the honeybee. If there is all these things, we get it from the forest. See, forest provides us fruits, flowers, medicinal plants, wood, etc. They provide shelter to tribals. Tribals are people who stay in the forest. People who stays in the forest, they provide shelter. Then forest prevents, that is, soil erosion. If there are we are planting large number of tree, the soil will be there. So if there is no tree, no plants, the soil, what happens? It will get washed away by the wind. So it prevents, that is, soil erosion. Forests are destroyed by the humans with different activities. We destroy the forest. Why we are destroying the forest nowadays? Activities such as urbanization. Urbanization means we are building new houses, cutting down the trees and building new houses, factories and all. Okay, industrialization, we are building, that is, industries in the forest, due to which all the poisonous things are left out and the forest get destructed. Then construction of dams, this destroy the forest. And remember, this destruction of forest is destruction of our destruction of our life. Okay. Now, next, we need to conserve our forest. Conserve our forest means what? Protect our forest. See, conservation of forest. Forest can be conserved by restricting unnecessary falling of trees. We have to be restrict, that is, government has to restrict that we should not cut down the trees unnecessary. Then you should plant the trees. And proper usage of forest products, cutting down the branches causing forest fire. See, in the forest there will be large number of trees, they grow here and there, the branches should be cut. If the branches stuck to the another branch of the tree, there will be fire produced, so full forest gets fired up. So you have to cut the branches causing, that is, forest fire. And then government has taken certain tips to conserve the forest. Many movements have been taken to place against the deforestation. Many movements, that is, deforestation means cutting down the trees. So we have to protect our plants, we have to protect our forest. Government has taken certain steps and some movements I have given. These movements protects our forest, we save our forest. Okay, example, that is Apico movement, which helps for, this was the one particular movement or slogan given to protect our forest, that is Save Forest movement. This is the movement for Save Forest movement. Another movement was Chipko movement. This movement also helps in that of save the forest, use of forest. So we need to conserve our forest for following things, because forest gives us lot of things for our living activities. So you need to conserve this forest. Hope you understood this chapter. If any doubts are there, you can WhatsApp me. And see, I have explained you only the renewable source of energies. Okay, these are renewable source of energies: soil, soil, solar energy, and forest. These are the three things given into the given in the your book. That is, these things are the renewable. That is, renewable means we can use once again and again. Okay, these are the renewable sources of energy. In the next session, I will explain you non-renewable sources of energy and examples in detail. Okay, hope you understood this chapter. And homework will be given, submit it to the WhatsApp group. Okay, take care students, bye.